Georgia. Last summer I met one Georgian guy, and he also sent me this bottle of wine. So before this speech I had 2 bottles, but I'm a little bit nervous. And he also paid me good money for that advertise. Maybe you want some? It's a good Georgian wine. What association do we have about Georgia? Wine, Borjomi. They had revolution like we did. You also saw the video when the president Mikhail Saakashvili eating his thigh when they had a conflict with Georgia. And I know this guy showed me a new country, New Georgia. And now I understand this video in another way. You know, Russia is bigger than Georgia. And fight between these 2 countries is like fight between eagle and fly. And if you're president of a smaller country, you should be nervous a little bit. In the end, Russia occupied 2 Georgia regions. But in the same period of time, Georgia had played rugby against Russia. And you know the score? 46-0, Georgia won! That was a fight, and that was a game. I want to share with you what Georgia means for me now, like a country. Let's start from economy. Georgia have 4 times more investments than Ukraine have. They moved from 147th place to 11th place by investment and attractiveness. They invest their money in business, especially in tourism sphere. Last year, they had 3 million tourists. The population of Georgia, 4.7 million people. Most interesting question, why they have such a good results? I will tell you. They changed the tax policy. They had 26 taxes. Now they have only 6. They need 1 day for gestating business. Their government stopped to set barriers for a business. Also about government. Georgia was the most corruptive post-Soviet country. And my friend told me a lot of stories how they overcame corruption. Ukrainian dream. But, you know, it's not like we dream to gather our corruption near the long concrete wall and make ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. They fired all traffic police. After that, they fired all government employees. About months, they lived without traffic police. They went through second Ukrainian dream also. After that, they shortened the amount of government employees in 2 times and raised them a salary in 15 times. And, oh miracle, corruption has disappeared. But the most interesting things in Georgia is their traditions and culture. I will tell you only about 2 topics that really amazed me. First, Georgian national traditions strongly values the role of woman, like mother and like wife. And now Georgia is trying to follow the Western way of thinking and of standards. You know, we're friends, yes? I will give you information, but don't tell for my girlfriend. 77 Georgians consider that to have a sex before marriage is unacceptable. In traditional Georgia families, the man is the one who is support the family financially. And on the other side is a woman, who one of the spiritual force of the family. Georgia. You know, Georgia is example of hospitality. They have a proverb. Every guest is God sent. And you should know that rule, Georgian rule, you can refuse the glass of wine because they consider it's rude. Drinking wine and also drinking alcohol it's like a test of your strength. But you prove it not in way that you are almost drunk. You should show for them that you drank a lot, but you sober. Georgia. You know, Georgia is just an example. Really, I'm talking about what means to be proud of what you have. What means to be small like a fly, but bite like an eagle. What means to know what your family is. What means to give respect for a woman. What means better die than give up. And the motto of the Georgian hand of arms, strength is in unity. And I agree with that. You know, together we can make our life better. And I strongly believe that in a few years, a Georgian guy will be talking about Ukrainian successful experience.